Arubaito te arimasu ka? Konnichiwa guys, my name is Rohit Prasad and I'm the founder of RSP in Japan. Thank you for supporting me. I appreciate all your comments, all your likes, even dislikes. It's fine. You might like it, you might not like it. So, well, today's video is an informational video where I am going to tell you some struggles that we face as foreigners here in Japan while doing part-time jobs or while even finding it. So, when you think about coming to Japan, of course, it's expensive, and to bear with expenses, you are going to do a part-time job. So, you need to be aware of what you're going to deal with and how you can overcome them or how you can avoid the mistakes. So, watch the video till the end to understand each and everything about it. And if you have anything that you want me to cover in my videos, feel free to let me know down in the comments. Chalo, let's get to it. I mean, yes, come on. There are going to be struggles, of course. But you have to know there are not just one, two, there are too many. And let's just begin with it. So, the first problem that you're gonna have is your Japanese. Now, when we come from India to Japan or from any country for that matter, we are not very fluent. And it's not the matter of the level that you have cleared. You should know how to speak in Japanese because now you are in Japan and you want to work without knowing Japanese. Nah, that's not gonna happen. So, you need to know good Japanese, not good but very basic conversational Japanese. But there are many students who don't know how to speak in Japanese when they first come to Japan. And me myself, when I came to Japan, I was not speaking at all. Even though I had cleared N4, I was not speaking Japanese one bit. This is how you can actually avoid that. You can work in factories or you can work in kojos. They are called kojos over here. It translates to factories where you can maybe work on electronic items, maybe sticking something or picking something or anything like that, where you don't have to talk or where you don't have to engage with Japanese people. Simple, which means not convenience stores and supermarkets. So you have options, but this is the next struggle. In case you don't know Japanese that well, you are going to have some problem finding part-time jobs. But again, you can request your school to help you find a part-time job, or you can simply go to Hakken Kaisha, which means there are companies that help you get part-time jobs. So it's not all that difficult. People are here to help you. And you can personally, if you can speak even bit of Japanese, you can go to factories and just ask, Arubaito te arimasu ka? So you might have heard YouTubers saying that working in convenience stores is a good way of learning Japanese. The thing is, if you already know Japanese, it's a good way to practice. It's not a good way to learn Japanese. Of course, they are not going to hire you if you don't know Japanese. So if you are in India and you don't know how to speak in Japanese, basic Japanese, and you are expecting that you will come to Japan and directly work in a convenience store because you will be able to learn more, nahi ho paega. What you have to keep in mind is that, see, you are going to have Japanese customers, of course, in the convenience store, and you're not going to be able to talk to them, which is a big problem because it's a convenience store. And it's definitely true that you will be able to improve your Japanese, but not in the way that you think. For me, when I was working in a convenience store, I was able to overcome the fear of speaking in Japanese, which is very important because you will learn from your mistakes. Being an introvert, it is very difficult for me to just hop up and talk, that too in different language. I am very concerned about making mistakes, and working in convenience store helped me overcome that fear of making mistakes. So it helped me, and of course, once you're not scared of speaking in Japanese, your Japanese starts becoming fluent. Now, that's a good part. The second thing that the convenience stores will help you do is that you will practice Keigo, which is polite Japanese or humble Japanese, which is supposed to be used in a professional environment. Which is a very good thing because that is the most difficult part to get right. So once you come to Japan, after some time, shift or work 3 to 4 months or 6 months in a convenience store or a supermarket. It's the same thing because it will help you in these ways. But there is a downside. Of course, these stores are very busy and there is a lot of work that you need to do. अभी recently मैंने छोड़ा है and मैं बताऊंगा क्यों छोड़ा है, what were the disadvantages. There are. See, when you're working in Japan or searching for a part-time job, you want to get as much money as possible, working the least. So if you find a job after 10 p.m, which means if you have a job that starts from 10 p.m, you will get a 25% raise on your hourly salary, which means if your salary is 1000 yen, you will get 1250 yen after 10 p.m, which is great because you have to work same amount, you have to do the same thing. Just because you're doing it after 10 p.m, you get 25%. That is why I left the job from convenience store and went into the supermarket, because there are 2 hours I work from 8 to 12. So 10 to 12 is appraisal. Paisa hi paisa. Bete. That is also not easy. We also have to be very punctual. That is like, you have to be punctual every time. Of course, you have to reach about 15 minutes to 10 minutes before the work starts. Are lenient to you, but you have to still be on time every time. Then you have to take care of the working conditions. See, when I was working in a factory, there was no AC. Arre baap. Summers mein gone. Winters में it was perfect, but summers में अरे बाप रे बाप मेरा सोच के ही दुख जाता है. It was horrible, but of course they were paying more, so मेहनत कर सकते हैं हम, करते हैं, करते रहेंगे. You know, Japan's population is getting older day by day, which means you will be surrounded by old people, and man, old people are grumpy here in Japan. So some people are very nice, some old people are very nice, but most of them are very, they shout, they are irritated. And just because I didn't know Japanese at that time when I was working in the factory, so if anyone would scold, I would be like, okay, anyways, मुझे समझ नहीं आया. So you don't mind, like they are old people, so it's like, it's there. There are very good people, there are very nice people too, very polite people too, but sometimes, yes, you will be scolded and just be okay with it. When you're working a part-time job, it is like you're working, you have to follow every rule. That means if you want to take a holiday, you have to inform 1 or 2 days before. If it is an emergency, of course, it's understandable, but just where I'm working, I have to tell exactly 1 month before that I want to take a holiday on these days. If you want to take a long holiday like 1 month or 2 months, then you have to tell 2 months before. Yeah, now I realize it. So again, it's tough, but you get paid for it. So if someone is giving you money, they have demands and can't help it. You learn a lot of things, but this is how it is. So Japan is not as easy as you think, but it's fun. I like it. And if you like the video, guys, this is it. इतना ही है struggles. And if you like the video, please like it. And next video में I'm going to tell you what are the benefits, because working part-time job in Japan doesn't only have the downsides. It has positives too. And the positives are what will push you through these struggles. मजा आ जाएगा. So hope you like the content, and if you'll do so, please like करो, subscribe करो. कब करोगे यार? See you in the next video, guys. And now you can try out our kanji flashcards. It is available on Amazon and you can purchase it through that. You'll get a set of workbook and 2 flashcard sets. These contains 244 words, 120 kanjis. You will also be able to bind them together using this rubber band. This is very convenient actually, and it comes with this workbook in which you can practice your hiragana, katakana, and also you'll be able to practice your kanjis. And we have also attached renshu and practice papers for you guys. Link is in the description below. Order now to get it as soon as possible.